Good afternoon. These are my chickens. This is Winston and Hunky and Antonia and Rocky hanging out together in the house. And that is Duckface next to some burning sage. And that's over there is Maya Luna next to that dead papaya. This thing is kind of, it's not very attractive, but I actually have it here to kind of protect my avocado, my little baby avocado right there, so they don't tear it up. They're kind of digging this, I forget what it's called. It's like elote. It's very distinctive smell. It's used in Mexican cuisine apparently. So they kind of peck at that, and they kind of do me a favor, aerating the soil. So I thought I'd take the opportunity to show you some of the plants, a short garden tour. So on the side right here, got some, here's some mint. Some of that elote stuff that I put into there, so I kind of separate things so in case the chicken's totally annihilated or something happens, I lose it, so I have something left of it. This is a pot I put together. I put together a bunch of things. I just got a little bit of that's purple amaranth and some Russian kale and some dill, as well as some mint, spearmint. I also have a couple types of mint. I'd like to start a mint collection. That'd be neat if you have any mint for me to pick up. Let me know. Okay, so Winston. So yeah, that's where Winston in front of this aloe vera makes these beautiful flowers, colorful flowers. That adds to the garden. Makes it a little bit higher. Another good reason to put them on the kind of edge of your garden. This citrus does extremely well out here in Tucson. This is my tangerine tree, but my lemon tree is still got lemons over there on it. Still pumping out lemons. I just gave a couple to my neighbors. Got lots of birds around here, obviously. So yeah, I have kind of companion planting. This is dill with some Arabian jasmine. This is going to be amaranth. I actually grow that for the birds, but it is edible. I've started putting a lot of marigolds at the edge of the gardens because we do have rabbits, so the scent drives them away, or supposedly. These are impatiens. These are new for me. They're my grandpa Emo Trampush's favorite flower, he said, he once told me. Here's another pot with some little baby Russian kale, and I think this is chard, and more impatiens, and these were neat. That might have some seeds in there, but these are very, very fragrant when they're fresh. This is my beautiful new fuchsia. Beautiful plumage. Beautiful plant. And I'm putting a lot of lantana. Lantana needs the sun to start pumping out flowers. A lot of times I don't really know what's growing because I go around and I throw in some bird seed or things from the kitchen waste, compost, seeds. This is a Pink Lady Indian Hawthorn. Lovely. It's drought resistant. Let's see if it smells. Wow, it actually smells great. So yeah, I'm digging my hawthorn. I saw my first hawthorn at my Granny White Cloud's place in Paradise, California. So continue the tour. It's some more lantana here. So I put like pots, you know, as I'm pot up stuff. Here's the kind of, right now, here's my potting station. So potting station, so I bring over some horse shit. Thanks. Thank you, vecino. Muchas gracias para la mierda de caballo. And so I pot things up, and then I leave them around the garden, or see, here's an empty one. And then if I need a pot, there's always a pot around somewhere. This is my first successful fennel. It smells actually like hawthorn because I have my fingers. But it looks similar to dill. But I think that's a fennel. I don't know. This is my first time. Anyway, this is what the coriander looks like. This is all edible, of course. You can get them in the store like that. But once these are dried out, then you know, totally brown, then you can then just chuck some more in the garden, put some aside, maybe donate some to the Pima County Seed Library. And yeah, that's a baby avocado. Let's see what else. I'm into gardenias. I'm super into gardenias, but gardenias aren't really into me. This one's kind of, maybe, I think it's getting a little fried in the sun or something. Maybe not enough water. Also, its roots are showing, so it needs more dirt. These are dianthus. Dianthus is beautiful out here. This is me trying to grow some more. These are from the bamboo. These little things come off of the bamboo, and so I'm trying different ways to propagate bamboo to get ever more. Here's another example of a Cape honeysuckle that's doing great. Look at all those blossoms. They're going to open. It's very fragrant. So I put one Cape honeysuckle over here, and I put one down here in the corner there, and here's another gardenia. I put some other things around it because the bird, some bird likes to take little branches off of my gardenias, so I kind of put it to deter, like a little face there, kind of hopefully scares off the birds. Maybe a little scarecrow action. Got hawks up there. This is nice. It's doing extremely well together. Some dill and I want to say water chestnut that I got from my friend Tom Cox, the famous local poet and writer and teacher. But this is actually mustard greens. These are pretty flowers, and they'll have seeds come up. And when they're dried, again, you can just replant them in your in your garden. Here's some more. I do a lot of I grow a lot of cilantro and dill in my garden because I use it a lot in cooking, and it's always nice. Hey, what the hell are you doing, man? What the hell? Oh, you just cutie. Come here, man. Can I play with you? Those are Marguerite daisies. What are you doing in there, man? You're crazy. You're crazy. These are some pretty begonias and some a trained rhododendron to look like a tree. Isn't that cool? This is a mesquite that is only a year old, and I put it here as a way to see how its branch here protects this pot. By the way, so I planted a bunch of tomatoes around. But yeah, it's so I hang one of the ceremonial gourds on there. and its branches are, you know, they're starting to, they protect the other plants in the garden. They increase the shade. What do you call that? The shade footprint or something? But look how tall it is already. It's like 10 feet tall, and it's starting to get nice long branches that create shade for and protection for the other plants and cover. So let's add some biodiversity. These are Taiwan canna lilies that slowly come back from the winter frosts. I want to say this is a pittosporum, but I might be wrong. But it's doing great. Kind of like, we've actually got a rabbit back there that lives back there. But if it's in a raised pot, like that lettuce, that butter crunch lettuce, it's got some gardenia in there, some mint. Well, another nice thing about biodiversity is it's good cover for your plants. So say like I have a gardenia. Gardenias are sought after apparently by the birds. Look, it's kind of munched there. But add some mint and some other things, and it's kind of a cover for all the plants. Little marigolds. This is actually raspberry. It's coming back. I think it was $3. It's one of my recent snags, awesome snags. This is another Arabian jasmine that's doing terribly. But just put some more horse shit mulch on it all the time. And this is watercress. Used to be in a shady area, but it's doing quite well. Let's see. Jojoba's doing quite great. Oh yeah, there's anything like pomegranates, date palms. I've got like this is my pygmy date palm right here. I think it needs a bigger pot. But and I put some roses in here. There's some more climbing roses. Nice fragrance. These are actually poppies. The chickens invade in here. But yeah, I got some sunflower seeds from the feed store, and they grow great, man. And for like $1 in seeds, you can have sunflowers all over your garden. The bougainvillea is coming back. That's mallow. And I'm going to be donating seeds from these to the Pimacone Seed Library. Probably volunteering as well. I'd love to volunteer for the seed library, so help them sort. Oh, look how well the snapdragon's doing right there. Snapdragons do great. Another bougainvillea. This is my prize. Awesome. What kind of bougainvillea is this? It's amazing. Beautiful. And the pomegranates in bloom right now. Wonder if we'll have any fruit this year. That would be neat. So you see there's some more dill. It's a nice ferny thing. I have a bunch of, I mix together a bunch of things. I think this is parsley. It's going to flower. Yeah, here's some more. Sometimes, oh wow, look, this is a purple onion that's from the kitchen compost. These are my palm seedlings from the courthouse. Don't know if they're gonna make it, but try. Anyway, yeah, jojoba. So yeah, the dog, there was a problem with the dog coming in here all the time, so what I did is I put in some spiky stuff, like this thing here, which I got from Tucson Backyard Gardeners. Someone was getting rid of a bunch of plants. And this is wandering myrtle, creeping myrtle. This is actually a little bit of spearmint. This is slowly starting to come back. But yeah, the chicken is also kind of destroy this part. This is doing great here. I guess I also want to call it a pittosporum. I heard they have very fragrant flowers. Here's a variegated myrtle that I'm trying to encourage to come back. And palm, I'm trying to get more palm trees. These are also year-olds bamboo. And that's my Mama G's guava. It's kind of, it's making it, but it's doing better now that we took the cage off, and it needed some breathing room, and its roots need to be covered better. But the chickens come in here and do some digging around. So, and this is an Asian pear, just planted a couple months ago. This is a papaya that almost died, but slowly coming back. Just as an experiment, I just put some aloe, this tiger aloe in the ground. It's doing great. Right here's another example of beautiful flowers that aloe give up. I just moved this here moved it over. It was right there. It was too sunny there, I think, though, because it was starting to get fried. This is another orange tangerine tree. It's doing wonderfully. And a banana, my red banana. And this is my mummy's fig tree. And a dying grapefruit tree. I was told it's dying, but then there was this huge rain, and Indio, master gardener, had just put some fish emulsion and stuff in here, so this is doing great. And after a rain, this grapefruit tree started popping out some new leafage. But look how the bark is falling off. That's a bad sign. That's very sad. But apparently it's just made it to the end of its life. That's a huge agave, blue agave. It's good to, I'm going to put that on top of that corner right there, because there are sometimes like raccoons, or I've seen a pair of raccoons in here, and they climb over this branch here, and so I want to put this on top of there. And anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this garden tour. I'm Trista of Trista and the Edibles, and I hope you have a grand afternoon. Thank you, lovies. Bye.